No one wanted it. This is Aguirre, the skipper. He's beaten 3.
They ran in Richard Bands, but they've got it again. The little halfback. As Use comes round, but there's a little knock on.
Just pushing their luck a little too far, taking his eye off the ball. And Emiliano Cafera, who made his test debut against Namibia 3 years ago, just committing that slight error.
They really needed Pablo Lemoine in the right position there to drive that through. He's a big unit. Temperature 17 degrees. Blood bin for the hooker. Diago Lamales. Oh no, shorts as well. Seen plenty of shorts ripped off during this tournament so far.
Well, his wife and newborn son are watching back home in Montevideo. But no real cause for concern, just a surface wound. And Eduardo Baruti from the old Christians club. That's the rugby team that went down in that Andes clash 32 years ago, 31 years ago. And here goes Fourie again. He streeted them. Jacques Fourie, the 20-year-old. Willemse says go all the way. And what an exciting runner he is. In his first test, Jacques Fourie gets a debut try for South Africa.
Well, he's 92 kgs, 189 centimetres. Plays the golden lines and has got some pace. Look at him go. Left the Uruguayan defence in tatters.
Well, Willemse was like a jockey there. He was sooling him forward. Now, there's a significance in that conversion. Louis Kuhn converting with a drop kick. And once we get to the playoff games, if after extra time it's still all even, it can come down to a drop kick competition between 5 players from each side. So Louis Kuhn got some practice, and so did this man. As far as try scoring is concerned, Jacques Fourie, hasn't he been damaging with the vet Barry tonight?
Geez, you have to say that Matty Dunning be a special to get onto the bench in those quarterfinals. Well, times, wouldn't he? Eh?
Well, as long as he's on the bench, it has, in the drop kick competition, it has to be someone who was on the field when the final whistle was blown. So Dunning would be backing himself after his freakish drop goal for New South Wales when they didn't need it.
Super kick, give it to the kid.
Very unfairly maligned was Matt Dunning in that Super 12 game.
We love to see spontaneous behaviour out there from people.
So closing on half-time. Lamelas. Alsueta. Cafera. Mendaro goes to ground. Aguirre. And now Cardoso. But he got a pretty unfriendly reception. Tackling was a little high as well.
The Uruguay team definitely looking for this half-time break. Just under 3 minutes away.
Well, Cardoso scored tries to help Uruguay qualify at the 1999 World Cup, and again this year. Just over Matfield's head. Porta. Copybook tackle by Capo. Lost ahead by the men in blue.
Yeah, time and possession. No great surprise there. The Springboks just dominating as expected.
Well, it's a nice hit out for South Africa. This 40 minutes of football. That coming off the shoulder of Delport. First knock on though by South Africa. And they need to shake out the cobwebs with an eye to England at this ground next Saturday, October 18.
Well, England will have a very similar clash tomorrow evening against the Georgian side. Very much an unknown out there, but they've been giving it everything, those boys.
On your ball, no problem, you must bind.
Uruguay's next match is against Samoa on Wednesday at Subiaco. 5 games in 9 days here in Perth, and the whole swag of Eastern States businessmen and supporters have gone across to Perth with their golf clubs, and also they'll be watching all 5 games and having some business conferences.
The golf courses over there, or good ones, or? No surprise here, Aguirre decides to go for 3 points. Very close to half-time, and his players get a chance to get the pulse rates down. So I'm sure are running at very high levels.
100,000 Australians, or more than that figure, are actually travelling interstate during the World Cup to watch games.
Not bad if you're running an airline, is it?
Diego Aguirre. Looking for his 3rd success. And that was his first miss. Willemse puts his foot down. Kutsia. And hookers and front rowers should be banned from kicking in general play. So it's South Africa running in 6 first-half tries, and they're away to a handsome lead of 36-6 at the major break.
At 350k or standing still, Scott Dixon has the world's attention.
Look at Dixon.
The IndyCar title is within his reach, and tonight, his moment of truth.
Is winning everything.
The IndyCar title is within his reach, and tonight, his moment of truth.
Is winning everything to you.
Yeah, that's why we race. We race to win.
And the Kiwi on the French World Cup team.
Just when they're scared, they're the most dangerous.
Tony Marsh getting over cancer, getting on with winning.
I'm feeling really, really good at the moment.
Sunday at the special time of 8 o'clock.
Here you go, Colin. Thanks, man. Yeah. Does it to me? John, quiet.
John Cowan carving his way through the Italian. Oh, he's going all the way. And what a way to bring up the lead. You're right there, Doug. And it's Howland. Try for Doug Howland.
Check out the awesome Vortex Mega Howler.
Sweet! Designed for ultimate distance, the Vortex Mega Howler is made to be thrown 30, 60, 90 metres. With whistling side howlers, the Vortex Mega Howler is unlike anything you've ever thrown before.
Hey Dan, catch this.
Wow!
Yeah! The Vortex Mega Howler.
Feel the power!
Goldstein, go to New Zealand and find out what makes that bank different.
Sir, I'm still putting ASB Bank's home loan challenge to the test.
You haven't bought another house, have you?
No. Anyway, it's just a little bungalow. It does have a nice yard.
Where is it?
I don't know. But sometimes you have to get away from the hustle and bustle and just stop and smell the mountain daisies. It's all about the home loan challenge, sir. If you go to ASB Bank, you can challenge them to do you a home loan deal.
So?
So, To beat the challenge, I needed to become as tough as a southern winter, as rugged as the mighty Remarkables.
Go on, cheek move.
Driven like 30,000 merino across the Mackenzie country. I needed to become a new, unyielding Ira Goldstein.
So have you beaten it yet?
No. But I think I'm beginning to truly find myself.
You better hope you find yourself, Goldstein, before I do.
Sorry, sir. Cell phone coverage here is lousy.
Goldstein!
Sorry.
Okay, throw this off.
Pacific Retail Finance can help you with finance for a special event, new car, home improvements. They can even combine your finance arrangements into one easy loan. So call PRF now on 0800 55 55 33.
South Africa have scored 6 tries. They lead by 36-6. This one was in the first 2 minutes to the veteran, Just van der Westhuizen. Some of the statistics then in the territory, well, that should favour, well, no, it works out 50-50 practically. So South Africa have done a lot of scoring from within their own half. We have the match summary now through passes completed. South Africa, a lot of possession. 68 passes completed. Kicked a touch just 4 times. And look at the offloads and the tackle. The South Africans using their body strength well to offload in the tackle to their support players. If we look at the missed tackles, only 3 from South Africa. That's a very good percentage. Again, red zone recycling within their 22. The South Africans have continued to release the ball, to recycle the ball and make the most of the possession they've had. Scorers so far, 6 tries for South Africa. We saw Just van der Westhuizen score the first, and then we've seen some good kicking from Louis Kern. One of those conversions, a drop kick. Well, as one of the leading contenders in the Rugby World Cup, South Africa, who of course won the event in 1995, they're under scrutiny. They've had quite a bit of turmoil internally. What have been your thoughts? We've seen the veteran Just van der Westhuizen play his normal game, but there's some youngsters coming through, aren't they, here, and looking quite good.
It's very good. They've introduced some youth into their side. You know, they haven't had a great season. They're looking to turn that around here at the World Cup. No better place to do it. And with youth comes a lot of enthusiasm, and there's certainly a lot of enthusiasm out there this evening, and they've scored some good tries.
But they haven't had it all their own way. The Uruguayan team has stood up to them quite manfully in the forwards.
Yes, they've tested them, scrum time and ruck and maul time, but the Uruguayans aren't using the ball. They've had a lot of ruck and mauls, but nothing eventuates from it, and their captain's knocked over a couple of penalties, and that's about the extent of their game so far. Yeah, would you like to see a bit more attack, or what would you like to see from South Africa in the second half? 6 tries is pretty good, isn't it, first up?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with their 6 tries, and they've just got to keep putting the pressure on Uruguay. Uruguay's defensive screens aren't good, so South Africa will probably try a few things looking at next week's big game against England. Great chance to try a few different moves, a few different tactics, so it'll be interesting to see how we go.
Well, you can see behind us some of the action in the first half. We're getting ready for the second half, so we'll be back to Perth very soon here with the final half of our 4 games of live rugby, day 2 of the Rugby World Cup.
This is a UFO. It was filmed in the night sky off the coastline of New Zealand's South Island.
What exactly did pilots see and cameramen film in the night sky over Kaikoura in 1978? And why was the Christchurch Star so mysteriously well informed on the day JFK was shot?
Their papers have the entire history of this unknown 24-year-old man, Oswald.
Secret New Zealand, tomorrow on 1.
Hook up with extra Jetstream for 6 months or more before the 16th of November and you'll save $99 on your Jetstream connection.
That's extraordinary.
G'day, I'm Vince Martin. Here's another reason why Bow Repairs is the best place for tyres.
performance tyres.
No one, I mean no one, has more performance tyres than Europeans. Our guys love tyres. They eat, they sleep, they drink tyres. So if you want to know the right performance tyre for your car, there's only one name you need to remember. Beat that.
Building a new house can be a real nightmare. Where do you start? How do you choose an architect? What about plans and permits? And how do you find the right builders and tradespeople?